teenager. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do a little video this week, just updating on what we've been up to, but also wanted to show you a few things of things that I've been making over the last couple of weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I last made a video. I've been a bit overrun with orders, Christmas orders, that I just really needed to fulfill before making a video, so apologies for there not being a video last weekend. I'm going to try and commit to making a video every Saturday for YouTube. Committing to that now. I've said it. Hopefully I can try and work towards that, to have a video published every Saturday. That would be ideal, I think. I think it's nice to know when to expect a video, isn't it, rather than it being a bit kind of ad hoc. So we'll see. I'll give it a go and see what I can do. What else have we been doing this week? We have been we've had quite a lot of time in the woods this last 2 weeks. It's been really lovely with all the autumn colours. It's been so nice here, and we've had some frosty mornings which have been quite magical. And actually, I'm going to post some photos on the Patreon page actually on this Wednesday, and actually there'll be a collection of photos there that I've taken of frosty mornings, and some really nice photos that I managed to snap. I mustn't move my chair too much because let me show you something. I've positioned my chair really carefully because I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to be really honest. Big pile of clutter. So I mustn't move my chair too much. It's amazing what you can do, isn't it? What you can hide behind this massive chair. Look, this is my husband's work chair. It's got really big back to it, so I can hide all manner of things behind there and you won't know that they're there. So anyway, what was I saying? Woods, photos, yes, Patreon. I'm going to be posting some photos on Patreon of some really nice kind of frosty morning shots that I took. So that was a nice thing. We found lots and lots of mushrooms in the woods this week, and what I'll do with the mushrooms, I think I might just, when I'm done with this video, when I'm editing it, I might put some photos of mushrooms in here so that you can see what I'm talking about. There's been some quite interesting ones that we've found, some quite gross looking ones too. What else have we done? We've had the Rayburn in, so that has been a really great thing. The Rayburn has been a really long project for us. We've been working on it since about June, I think, this year. But it's finally in situ, it's installed, and we're burning wood on it from our own woodland, which, it's just so nice. It's so warm now, it's just lovely. And it's meant that we've now got an oven, because we've been without an oven for about a year and a bit, not quite a year and a half, year and a bit. And that's been quite hard because, firstly, your meals are quite limited. It's quite narrow what you can cook. But also, I love baking. I just love baking, and we make loads of cakes and bread and stuff. So not having an oven has been really hard, actually. So it's really nice to get the oven back, and we've made some nice things this week. And really looking forward to all that Christmas baking I can do. Looking forward to that a lot. And then we've been busy with homeschooling. I homeschool my daughter, 5-year-old daughter, and she is loving the nature studies that we're doing at the moment. We did a lichen walk yesterday where we looked at all the different types of lichen in the forest, and that was lovely. We collected some samples and brought them home, And we've got hand lenses. They're like little tiny magnifying glasses, which are quite cool to look at. You can look at things in like loads and loads of detail. So we're going to have a look at those later on, because lichens are quite interesting. They've got quite interesting structures, so it's quite interesting looking at them through the hand lens. So we've been doing that. I've also I've set up our nature table, which has been fab. And again, I think what I'll do is when I'm editing this, I might take a photo of the nature table and put it in here. I'm planning on doing some kind of series, I think, for the nature table. The nature table for us, it's kind of like a bit of it's kind of like an altar space where it kind of represents what's going on in the natural world outside for us. So we put our nature finds on there that we might find out on walks, which at the moment is lots of acorns and hazelnut shells and fallen leaves. But also I make felted items that go on the nature table that represent different things. So at the moment we've got on there a Mother Earth underground with little beeswax model candles, you know, and some root children going down to sleep for the night, for their long winter sleep. If this doesn't make sense, hang on, I have a book. 1 second, where is it? It's over here. This is a children's book by Sybil von Olfers, The Root Children. So in this book, Mother Earth is underground with the root children. You see that? So it's like this concept of the root children going down underground, and there they are making their spring dresses. This is set in the spring when they're starting to emerge, and they're showing Mother Earth their dresses. And then in the spring they all go up over ground. The light's shining on it a bit there, can you see that? So that's that kind of concept of Mother Earth and her root children. So at the moment in the autumn and the winter, they're retreating back down underground to start their winter sleep. So I've kind of, you know, created that kind of scene on the nature table. Like I say, I want to do some kind of series on the nature table. I think I might do some kind of like nature table through the year kind of series or something. It's just like an idea, a concept that I've got in my mind at the moment, where I'd quite like to track the nature table, I think, because quite an interesting thing that we do with Emmy, and there's like a few different elements to it which are quite nice, and it's nice for us as adults as well as for the children, because it kind of reflects what the season is doing, you know. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent. I'm going to pull this back in. Hang on. So we've been busy with homeschooling, basically. That was kind of what I wanted to say. I've also been busy with creating, this is quite exciting, a website. It is launched if you want to go and have a look around, but the shop part of it hasn't been updated yet. But if you'd like to go and have a little nose around, very welcome to. It's www.lostartsofnature.co.uk. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below. I might put it up on the screen here as well somewhere, or maybe it might be this side. We'll see or maybe here. Who knows? I'll see where it appears. Yeah, go check it out. I'd love any feedback. If anybody has any thoughts or feedback, that would be great to hear from people. But yeah, there's like links on there to the Patreon page. There's links to the YouTube channel, which you're watching right now, and some yeah, some other bits and pieces about us and some photos of the land here. And oh, and also there's a blog on there as well, which I'll be updating probably every 2 weeks. I'll probably do a new blog article up on there, and you can sign up to a newsletter, a monthly newsletter as well. So I've been busy with that. There is a shop element to the website, and the shop is going to work in a specific way, which I wanted to explain actually. So I am basing this on a fellow YouTuber called Kate at The Last Homely House, and she structures her shop updates in a particular way, which I have thought of quite carefully about and decided that this would probably work best for me at the moment and for potential customers at the moment, because I've got quite a lot of balls in the air, plates spinning, and I'm having to kind of constantly keep everything going, because I'm homeschooling, I'm a full-time mum, I'm doing this Lost Arts of Nature, I'm making for craft fairs, I'm running the Patreon, I'm renovating the house, I'm renovating the veg garden, etc, etc. So because I'm kind of keeping lots of plates spinning, I feel like doing something relatively structured would be a good idea. So enough waffling. This is how the shop is going to work online. So on the first Saturday of every month, I'll do a shop update. And like I say, this is exactly the same idea as Kate at The Last Homely House. If you follow her, you'll recognise this kind of format, and I hope Kate doesn't mind me using this kind of formula. I just think it's quite, I think it would just work for me at the moment quite well. So for that, on that first Saturday of every month, I'll do a shop update. So I'll do a YouTube video showing what is for sale that month, and they'll go live on the web shop. And then probably on a Tuesday, I think, will be my kind of shipping and posting day. So any orders that do come in, if you're called to any of the pieces and you'd like to buy them, I'll then package those up, and on a Tuesday will be the day that I take them to the post office to be sent. I think with everything that I'm trying to juggle, as well as the COVID rules as well, in terms of going into shops and using the post office and such things, I think that probably will be the best way to work it. Because then I know what I'm doing. You guys know when you're going to receive things, when things are going to be posted, etc. And then every Tuesday will be my shipping day then. So if any orders were to come through, say on a Thursday or a Wednesday, the following Tuesday would be my shipping day. Unless there might be exceptions, if I happen to be going to the post office anyway, then of course I'll just take the parcels with me. But we do tend to stay at home quite a lot. Oh, I forgot not to move my chair. So we do tend to stay at home quite a lot. So the chances are it would mostly be the Tuesdays that are the shipping days. So that is how the web shop is going to work. And I'm quite conscious of the fact that I haven't actually shown what I make, because I've been so busy making commissions in this run up to Christmas, I haven't really shown you guys what I make. So I gathered a few bits together that I'm going to show you now. So I was telling you about the nature table and how we have Mother Earth and the root children. So I've brought her up so you can see what I mean. So let me just grab her. So this is a felted Mother Earth. Now I have to say she's a bit fluffy. You see this? This is because she's about 3 years old. Needle felted her probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and she's been played with a lot by my 5-year-old. So she has gone a bit fluffy. They're not really for playing with, these figurines, they're more for decoration. But of course she kind of gets moved around a lot, and we do little scenes with them, and I do a lot of puppetry storytelling with my daughter as well, and she gets used in the puppet plays quite a lot, so you kind of get this fuzziness going on, you know. So yeah, that I just wanted to say that really, is that she looks just a little bit worn, but that's because she's quite old, and we handle her much more than I would usually recommend you handle these things. They have posable arms. These are cotton pipe cleaners wrapped. And that's what she looks like. I don't know if you can see her properly with that background. And she has an apron on. And then she has with her some root children. And these are the little root children, which are smaller in size. And this one. This one's hair just needs bringing in slightly like this. So yeah, these guys sit on our nature table, and like I say, they've been around for a little while. You can see the size difference. So I make these standing figures. I call these standing figures. These I do quite a lot of the Mother Earth and Root Children design. They are quite popular because they fit so well alongside this beautiful story that I showed you earlier. So they are quite popular. But I also do standing figures bespoke. So if you wanted one that looked like yourself or a friend or a relative as a gift, I'm very happy to do bespoke ones. I also do them sometimes holding babies, or sometimes with a child or two children, and they can be kind of attached together so that they become, you know, you could do two children and a baby quite easily. Prices vary because it depends on the level of detail and how many figures I'm doing. So those are my standing figures. Oh, I also do, because you probably recognise the style is quite Waldorf style, Steiner kind of style, with the expressionless faces, and that's for a reason, because with the Waldorf style you keep the faces blank so that you and the children can imagine their expressions, which is nicer than them having a fixed expression, because the imagination can fill in that detail, and that means that that figurine then can fulfill lots of different roles and emotions as you or the child are feeling at the time. What was I going on to say? I was going on to say that because it's the Steiner kind of style, I do a lot of seasonal nature table figurines, like Mother Earth, King Winter. I do Lady Spring, Lady Summer, Lady Autumn, all of these kind of archetypes that you have in the Waldorf and Steiner education. I do those. I also do, kind of in a whimsical kind of note, I do gnomes. And I love gnomes, and I do all different styles of gnomes. He's just one of the styles that I do, a little wispy top. So I do lots of those. He's the only one I have left from the craft fairs last year, so he's the only one I can show you, but I do lots of different ones, and I will happily show you more as I create more. In terms of wet felting then, I create bookmarks. They're usually plain on the back with a kind of textured front, and then I blanket stitch around the edges, and at the bottoms I put a little bead, and they're all different styles. This is a Triskelion from Celtic design, Triskelion, which is quite special, and this one is that's a leaf. Oh, is that kind of focusing? Kind of. a leaf. And I do all different ones, they're all unique, they all look different. This one's got a little bit of sparkle in it, you can see just a touch of sparkle in there. These sell really well at craft fairs, so I make quite a lot of these. These are usually £5 each for a bookmark. So that's those. I also take a lot of photos on the land, and I make them, at the moment I'm just making greetings cards, but I've got plans to make other things like postcards and a calendar. I'm in production stages of making a calendar at the moment. So these are the ones that I have at the moment. So that's the bee and bluebells taken on the land here. Then this one is a photo of our bluebell forest. I'm sorry that the light's not great. That's our forest in bluebell season. And then these are two little gnomes that I felted, and I took them out into the forest and took photos of them, which was really good fun. I really enjoyed that day. They're all blank inside, and on the back they've just got my logo and little quote by Rumi. It says, "Let the beauty of what you love be what you do," which is a quote I try to live by. And they all come with a white envelope, and I didn't bring the envelopes up with me, but it's just a white envelope. So that's those. And then, but what I have been busy making this week in particular, because this is my main bulk of orders, is Christmas fairies. So just wait there, I'm going to grab some to show you. I've got 4 different designs I can show you today, because these are the ones I have to hand. These are my Christmas fairies that I make. They're made of wool, they're made of merino, and the heads are needle felted and the bodies, and then they've got the posable arms, the same as the standing figures, and then the rest of it is kind of needle felted and wrapped merino wool. And they come with a thread that you hang them with. And I'm just at the moment developing a design to make these into Christmas tree toppers, where they'll have a hollow kind of cone in through the middle that you can stand them on a Christmas tree. But at the moment these ones are hanging figures. So that's that one. Let me show you the other designs. So I like doing all of these quite traditional Christmas colours because they are really lovely to do. But I also do lots of other colours. So they can actually be displayed for different festivals as well. They don't have to just be Christmas. I also do like spring type ones for the spring equinox, and I do like summer solstice type ones, and all different ones. I do autumn ones, and anything that takes my fancy at the time really. But these ones are quite kind of traditional Christmassy type ones. That colour's not coming out great because of the light in here isn't fabulous, but I hope you kind of get an idea of it's just kind of a blue and white one. So yeah, those are the Christmas fairies that I'm making at the moment. I've still got another, well that's 4, I've probably still got at least another 6 or 8 to make. It's a busy time. I also made, for fun, this little star garland, which is really cute. I love it. And I think I'm going to keep this one actually, because I do really like it. But I'm probably going to make some more of these as well to sell. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you really what the types of things that I make, so that gives you an idea in terms of what to expect in the shop updates, but also what to expect in terms of the Patreon monthly gifts. It would be this kind of thing for the Patreon monthly gifts, these kinds of things. And I also make this kind of design into a needle book as well, and pincushions, and then possibly as a, you know, as a more kind of Christmassy Patreon gift, the fairies would be quite a nice one, I think, as a little, you know, special kind of Christmassy Patreon monthly gift. You know, and in terms of the solstice boxes as well, you know, these kinds of things would be in the mix there. What else was I going to say? There's other things that I make as well, like postcards, greetings cards, like I say, like the needle books, and all kinds of other little bits and bobs that I do, but I just don't have anything. Last Christmas at the craft fairs, I completely sold out of stock, which left me in a spot actually, because I had more stalls booked, and I was like really quickly trying to make stock for the fairs, and then of course over the spring and the summer, with all of COVID happening, no markets were running, and so I got a bit lax with making things, and so now it's come round to Christmas again, and I wasn't expecting to have any markets to do, which there aren't, but then I kind of had this idea of opening, you know, launching online. So now I'm like, oh no, I haven't made enough things. So I'm just in that space at the moment of just creating stuff to put online. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. And I suppose the last thing to mention is that I'm also working on creating within the house a new workspace, which I'm really excited about. I've never had a proper workspace. I've always just made stuff on the kitchen table, the dining table, or in this case, this is my husband's workroom, which is just kind of like a desk in the corner with some laptops on it and a printer. So it's not exactly the most inspiring of workplaces. So I'm quite excited to be creating a little workspace in one of the downstairs rooms, and it will just be a little corner, but it will be, you know, it's all set up. I can store my wools there. I can put some nice things on the walls, like inspiration pieces, and I think that it would just be like this really cozy place where I can go and create things, which I'm really, really looking forward to. So I'm going to keep you updated on that. Anyway, I hope everyone is well, and I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you would like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, that'd be great, and then you'll catch any new videos that I publish, hopefully every Saturday now. If you'd like to join me over on Patreon, like I said, there'll be a post going up on Wednesday of some of those gorgeous frosty morning photos that I took a week or so ago. That would be fab. It'd be great to see you over there. I'll leave all the links down in the description box below. If you'd like to check out the website, again, link below. Be great to have any feedback on that. And the first shop update over there will be December the 5th, I think. Let me check my calendar, but I think that's the first Saturday of December. It is. It's December the 5th will be the shop update. So busy. That's all for now, I think, and yeah, I'll make another video again soon. Take care.